Good morning, Roberto.
Morning.
You've just been with the players. How are they this morning? Were they disappointed with last night, or are they looking to the future?
Oh, we are disappointed, it's really normal, because we wanted to go to the second stage, but now we can do nothing. We did 10 points, but it was not enough.
You talked about lessons being learned. What lessons have you learned, perhaps, as a manager?
Oh, Champions League, you know that every game is difficult. So if you meet a team maybe that is not strong like you, but if you don't play all the game 100%, and I think that we conceded more goals in this group. I think that we improve in this.
Was last night though a sign that this group of players has grown as the Champions League has grown, or is it the fact they beat a Bayern Munich team that was maybe a little under strength?
Yeah, sure. I think that we did well. I think also that we were so unlucky because in Naples we didn't deserve to lose. But this is football. You can play well, but if you concede 2 goals, maybe you can take more risk. I think that in Champions League you can consider many goals. You should pay attention every game. You can't arrive in the last game, and you should arrive in the last game and depend to you. If you win, you go through. And we arrived in the last game. That depends on Naples, and this is difficult.
Did you get home last night and think, right, we've got to win the Europa League and make a statement?
No, because I think that we are not United or Bayern Munich or Real Madrid. For us, to try to win Europa League is an important trophy. It's clear that we wanted to go through in Champions League, but it's not possible, and we play Europa League, and it's an important trophy.
One of the things you wanted to do last night was have a chat with Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Did you manage to?
No, I didn't meet him.
That has to wait now.
No, but I have a time to meet him in the future. Sure.
Over the last couple of weeks, we've asked you about your priorities. Talk about Champions League and Premier League. Is it safe to say now the Premier League is the #1 priority?
Sure. The Barca's Premier League is the priority. Europa League, FA Cup, Carling Cup. I think that if we are lucky that we don't have a lot of injuries in the future, I think that we have a team that can play in all competition.
But mentioning all the other competitions and putting all of them to one side, is the most important one, the one that people are going to say you've made progress, the Premier League?
Until now we did well, but the season is long. Now we have 2 difficult games because we should play against Chelsea in London, against Arsenal, and after we start to play every 3 days. I told you last week, I think that the next 2 months will be important months.
I think 3 weeks ago we asked you about Villas-Boas. You said, I hope Chelsea will be patient with him. They have been patient with him. Is that going to cause problems now for you because they're starting to play well?
Yeah, but I think that Villas-Boas is a good manager. But when you arrive in a new team, I think that you need the time. But this is for the whole managers. It's difficult to change everything maybe in 2 or 3 months. This is impossible. And now I think that Chelsea improved in the last 3 or 4 weeks. Chelsea is a fantastic team. Chelsea has important players, experience, everything.
I know you've got a bit of a wait now to play Chelsea on Monday night. Is that the sort of break you need to get everybody fit and ready for a game like that?
Yeah, but it is not important. Monday or Sunday is important that will be a tough game because now they are in good form. I think that will be a good game because we play 2 strong teams and we'll try to go there to win. But we know that it's a difficult game.
Roberto, how surprised were you by the reaction of the Chelsea manager when his side won in the week? He seemed to have the pressure get to him in terms of the press. He said it's a slap in the face of the press. Were you surprised by that?
I don't know what he said.
The pressure seems to have got to him. He had a go at the press.
I think that could be normal this, no? Because if you don't win a game, maybe you can be under pressure. But now I think that after 3 games that they won, now it's okay.
Do you feel he's done well in the job for such a young man in this position with a club like Chelsea?
I think that he showed last year that he's a good manager. He did well with Porto, he won 3 trophies. I think that he's a really good manager for me. I think that Chelsea did well too. No, I'm sorry last year because Carlo Ancelotti for me is a fantastic manager. I'm very sorry for him last year. But when Chelsea decided to sack him, I think that Villas-Boas is a good manager for them.
You know about having certain players, you maybe mentioned one there, that are hard to manage. He has an issue now with a couple of players, with Alex and Elka. Do you feel any kind of common ground with how he has to deal with his squad and you have to deal with yours?
I don't know their situation, and for me it's very difficult to say something about this. I think when you manage a top team, you have a top players, and you should be strong enough for this. But I think that is strong.
Finally, with going out to the Champions League, have you been pleased, or how pleased, that most City fans seem to be very much still behind you, and it seems that there isn't any major pressure on you? Maybe it would have been different a year ago, but now it seems that everything is good for you still, and fans still on your side.
I think that the City fans are fantastic, because they are very close with the team always, not because we win this moment or we lost a Champions League. And for us, this is an important situation with our supporters.
Roberto, how much confidence can the side take from the performance you've put in already this year at places like Old Trafford, Anfield and the Emirates, but going to Stamford Bridge, of course, on Monday?
I think that it's good to play this game, because it's an important game against a top team. But if we want win in Stamford Bridge against Chelsea, we should do a strong game. I think that we should do well, like when we played against Tottenham, maybe.
Roberto, Jens Lehmann said your team send him to sleep. What do you think about criticism like that?
Who?
Jens Lehmann.
I don't know, because he said like this, but Lehmann was a fantastic keeper. I remember in Italy. I remember very well.
What do you think generally? The suggestions that your team are boring?
I don't know this, but I think that we should respect every opinion. But I remember him was a fantastic keeper in Italy. Incredible.
Can I just ask about Micah and Zaba? How are they?
No, Mike, maybe in 2-3 days is okay, but I don't think that will be ready for Chelsea. Instead, Zaba, I think that probably will be ready.
Roberto, Jupenkas said last night it would take City years, was his quote, to develop into a top European side. Is that a fair assessment?
No, I think that the first time in Champions League, maybe you can do some mistakes. This could be normal. But it's my opinion that maybe next year, if we will play Champions League, we'll do better. I'm sure that we improve our team for the next year. But it's important to finish well this year. When I say to finish well, I want to say to win maybe 2 trophies this year. And if we win 2 trophies, I think that our mentality will be strong.
Just one question. Do you think Chelsea can still win the Premier League?
Yeah.
Where do you see they stand with
No, because also last year when Chelsea had 8 points over United, in the end United won a title with 8 points plus. I think because Barca's Premier League is very hard, very difficult. In these 2 months, all the teams will play every 3 days. This is difficult. I think that they can win.
So it's too early to write them off yet?
No, at this moment maybe because they have 10 points behind us, but we should play 2 times against them. 25 games to the end is very difficult.